Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Stankweasel here with another regular dose of irregular content. If you find anything useful or educational or helpful in this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I really appreciate all of the support we've had thus far, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all of the growth and excitement that I have about the channel going into this new year. So for this series, we're going to be looking at each of the maps kind of deconstructed. I've pulled apart the game files and tried to identify some of the key things that I think should be kind of called out for new players and even experienced players. So we're going to be looking at the different UV locations as well as each of the Ouija board spawn points within each of the maps. In this episode, we're going to be going through the Brownstone High School, identifying each of the 8 different unique locations for the Ouija board to spawn, as well as all of the different locations throughout the facility where you need to be taking an eye out or keeping an eye out for the UV locations. I'll make sure to leave a time code below, so if you wanted to go ahead and skip past the UV and go straight to the Ouija board locations, you can do so. Brownstone High School. So as we enter through the front doors, there's nothing on the outside of these. However, the interior of both doors do have handprints that can be positioned on the panes of glass. Moving to the side of the door is going to be the light switch with a fingerprint, and then each of the windows here in the atrium have the opportunity to have a handprint on them as well. So those are the 2 facing the front of the building, and the 2 facing outwards towards the side entrances. As we start making our way into the high school, we'll notice that the light switch on the right can have a fingerprint on it. The doors passing into the gymnasium can have front-facing handprints. The classroom to the left with no door does have a fingerprint on the light switch. And moving towards the windows, you'll notice these 2 are smashed out, therefore there's going to be no handprints as there's no glass. Moving up the hall, handprint. Nothing on this side, however handprint on the inside. Fingerprint on the light switch. And smashed out windows means no handprints. Continuing up the left hallway. Nothing to see by the staircase, however moving into this classroom. Handprint on the inside, fingerprint on the light. And then we do have handprints that are going to be rendering through the glass here as the windows are no longer broken. Moving towards the left entrance, there is a handprint on the inside of the door. And then in this classroom here, handprint, fingerprint, handprint on the window, broken window, handprint on the single pane, handprint on the single pane. Moving up the left side of the hallway away from the left entrance, handprint on the inside, fingerprint, single pane, back out into the hall, into the room with no door, fingerprint on the light switch, handprints on the glass. Into the next room, handprint on the glass, the single pane windows with some of them broken, handprint on the inside of the door as well as the light switch. Continuing up the hall, inside of door, light switch, and the windows again. Inside of the door, light switch, broken window, broken window, broken window, broken window. No handprints there. We've now reached the end of the hallway on the left, handprint on the inside of the door leading to the out, cutting into this room that cuts across, handprint on the inside of the door as well as the light switch. Moving past those broken windows, you'll notice these windows are not broken in this side of the science rooms, so there's going to be handprints there. And then a handprint on this door as well as the light switch, leading back to the hallway that cuts through to the gym. Moving into the storage room, handprint on the inside. Cutting back into that hallway. We're going to pull back through the same path we came. Now going up the side hallway that we were able to just see from the last science room. Approaching the gym door, handprint on the outside. Handprint on the outside of this locker room. Moving into the locker room, there's no handprint on the inside, only a single light switch. Nothing else to see here. Going back up the hallway we just came from the left side of the building, light switch. Into this classroom, handprint on the inside, and the light switch, broken window there. Moving towards the bathrooms, handprint on the inside, light switch on the inside, nothing on any of the stalls. Next bathroom, handprint, light switch. Again, stalls are clear. Continuing back to the main hallway, past the staircase on the left, handprint here, and then in this locker room, again, just the fingerprint on the light switch. Heading into the gym, the handprints are facing the main hallway as you enter the building. Nothing else is really going on in here as far as the UV is concerned. So from the front of the building, taking a right into the little library, handprint on the inside of the door. Broken windows, no handprints there. And then the light switch as you pass by the door again. This door on the left now has a handprint facing the hallway. This classroom, handprint and light switch. And then handprints in the windows. Continuing towards the right stairs. The next door, handprint, light switch, single pane with some of the broken panes in that same model we've seen before. Heading towards the right side entrance of the building, handprint on the inside of the door indicating the ghost can interact with that. Inside of this classroom, on the handprint on the door, light switch, window pane, and those windows are broken. Moving to the next classroom, handprint on the inside of the door as well as the light switch. A quick peek at the windows, handprints on those single panes. Next classroom, inside of the door, light switch, and then the full glass window. Continuing up the right hallway, inside of the classroom door, light switch, and window panes. The pink classroom, inside of the door, and then in the window on the left. The final classroom on the right, inside of the classroom door, light switch, and then the exterior window panes. Looking at the exit door on the right, handprint on that door, moving into the science room on the right in the back, handprint on the door and the light switch. Heading up towards the gymnasium. Again, handprint on the outside of this side, just like the other side, and then handprint on the inside of this classroom door that we were just inspecting. Into this assembly hall looking room. Not a lot going on in here. It does pass through to the front of the building. Moving into this classroom, handprints on the outside of the door, fingerprint there, windows broken. Into the bathroom, handprint on the inside, light switch, nothing on the stalls. Next bathroom, door, light switch, nothing on the stalls. Heading up the stairs on the right side. Oh, before we do, don't forget that light switch. We'll start with the right side this time. Moving into this classroom, inside of the door, light switch, and then any of the glass panes that are present in the room. Moving into the next room, handprint, fingerprint on the door and light switch, and then the window panes again. Very common patterns in the reuse here. Inside of the door, light switch, window pane. You'll start to recognize the art assets as you play more and be able to understand where to look. Inside of the door, light switch, window pane. Continuing up the right hall. Again, inside door, light switch, and then we have the full glass window panes again. Inside of the door, light switch. Don't be surprised when I tell you, window pane. This one has one hidden, tucked behind those blinds as well. Crossing the hall. Handprint on the inside of the door and the light switch as well. Light switch in the hallway. Handprint outside of the storage room and on the light switch inside the storage room. Into the bathroom, handprint inside, fingerprint, nothing on the stalls. Next bathroom, handprint and light switch. Making our way towards the main, handprint inside, fingerprint on the light switch, handprint on the light switch in the hallway. Cutting into this room, inside of the door, light switch, and then any windows that aren't broken. In this room, again, interior handprint, fingerprint on the light switch, and then any of the windows that are present. Handprint facing the hallway in this assembly room, fingerprint on the light switch, but then also up at the front of the room that's visible towards the truck, you'll see some handprints that can show up in these windows. Into this classroom, handprint finger, broken windows. When the windows are broken, again, just keep on moving. These light switches in the hallway also have fingerprints. Inside of this door in this light switch. And then again, we have the mixed broken and present glass panes. Light switch at the top of the left stairs. Moving into the upstairs far left. Inside of the classroom, at the handprint, the fingerprint, and then the window panes. Continuing up the hall, inside of the door, light switch. Inside of the door, light switch. If the window's not broken, a window pane. Guess what? Inside of the door, light switch. This window's here, and so is the hand. Inside of the door and light switch. Let me know when you kind of figured this out. Window panes again. In the last room on the left. Inside of the door and light switch. Broken windows. Nothing to see there. Crossing the hall. Inside of the door and light switch. Surprise! Passing through this science room. Handprint facing the interior of the room as well as the light switch. Cutting us back to that upstairs hallway. And then into the storage room, there's a handprint on the inside, just like the room directly below us. The storage room, handprint on the inside, light switch. Bathroom, same as all the others, handprint on the door and light switch, handprint on the door and light switch in this bathroom too. Doing one final pass to make sure we didn't miss any light switches. Tucking back into this room here, this is the shared science room like there is downstairs. And cutting through this geography room, there are the window panes out there, as well as the handprint inside the door and the light switch here. And this is on the top upper right floor. Moving on to the Ouija board spawns. Our first one is in the assembly hall upstairs, directly above the entrance. It'll be located in that chair near the front of the room. Second one's in the upstairs bathroom on the right. So when you go up the right stairs, you'll come around the corner and it'll be this first bathroom. Not this one, but it's the other one. First door on the left once you loop around. Next location is going to be in the storage room, also near that bathroom. It's a couple doors down. So when we look back towards the stairs, the first door is the bathroom with 1, and then this third door right here is going to be the storage room with 1. Next one's in this science room up here. This is that room that has that pass-through. It's at the very end on the left when you're upstairs on the right side of the building. Number 5 is in the bathroom on the left side. This will also be upstairs. So looking back towards where the stairs are, come up the stairs, directly around the corner, and this one will be your first door on the right. Next is in the gymnasium, directly in front of the bleachers. Pretty easy one to find. And then downstairs in the back classroom. It's on the right side next to the gym. It gives you front hall access. And it's sitting right here on top of a desk in the middle of the room. Number 8's in the storage room downstairs. So in the back of that classroom at the end is that little room, and you'll see that it spawns back in there. It's directly around the corner from the gym. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that this helps you in your ghost hunts and investigations. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see or like me to pull apart, or if you'd like a tutorial on how to do this yourself. Again, happy 2021. We've made it to the second day of the year at least. So we know it's for real and it's not just December 33rd at this point. And I couldn't do this without you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.